let's get to work. I know everyone wants to talk NFL, but the game of the night is in NBA. Let's talk about it right now. Our numbers are still strong in NBA. Still can be proud of them. We are 162 and 141, plus 8.62 units, just a 2.84% ROI, and it's gone down. The Nuggets team total over. We've actually lost 4 straight in NBA. It sucks. So we're down 4.6 units in our last 4 bets, but still plus 2.84% ROI. Let's get after this basketball game, and how much fun is it going to be? East Finals Game 2. Heat up 1-0. We'll start with pace. Heat and Celtics in the 8 seeding games in the bubble both had possessions a game over 100. Heat 100.69, Celtics at 101.06. In the playoffs, that dipped. Heat went down to 96.83 possessions a game, Celtics 95.47. In game 1, that fell off. And it was the second half. The first half, they were moving pretty quick. Second half, it just fell off. Down to 89.66 possessions a game. That's the lowest number I've read out all year long. All year long. Dennis Garcia on Miami moneyline plus 120 and the under 209.5. I have doubled up on the under first half and full game. Watching how slow. Now, I had to watch it after the fact, after the game, because we were live during that game doing our NFL opening line show, which is every Tuesday night at 8 p.m. Eastern. So I had to watch it back, and it looks like a series of our wildest dreams for any basketball fan. Celtics opened up at -1.5. Now they're -2.5. This total opened up at 209.5. It dipped down to 208.5 and is back up to 209.5 at some books. Some books are still keeping that 208.5. From a money line perspective, the Celtics opened up at -135. Now they're -145. And you have to think to yourself, these teams are so evenly matched. We're on a neutral court. How do you not take that plus money? How do you not take that plus money? Giovanni Biesdorf, great basketball capper, joining us. Ulysses Hayes on Celtics moneyline -138. Cashman19 says Celtics had such good ball movement, spacing first 3 quarters. Ball movement wasn't there in the fourth. Will be there tonight. Sambino Anguiano is on Celtics first quarter -1 and -113. Says I'm telling you, this is going to cash. Heat always lose the first quarter, and the Celtics are the opposite. Mitch Bruner, I get my game pay stats from NBA.com. The advanced, not the traditional stats, but the advanced stats, advanced analytics. Big Franco says, sprinkle a little on Kemba points tonight. Kemba is in his head. Did not look good. And he's not looked good for a while. And if Marcus Smart wasn't continually stepping up for him in that backcourt, and Tatum wasn't the monster that he is with 30 and 14 last game, double-doubles every game, Walker needed 19 shots to get 19 points. That's 3 straight games without hitting 20 points while shooting worse than 32%. And he's 1 of 9 from three-point range. Heat are now 9-1 in the playoffs. You have Butler and Bam with heroic play. You have Dragic, 29 points. Jay Crowder wanting to stick it back to his former team with 22. You have Tyler Hero. Is this I had to stop myself before I said, is this the best young player? Yeah, let's not get carried away. With 12 points, 11 boards, 9 assists off the bench in 40 minutes. Dennis Garcia says, everyone assumes Kemba should eat against Dragon. I wouldn't touch it. Dutch Boy Fresh says it's all on Kemba to me. Dutch Boy Fresh, what are you doing in this spot? I'd love to hear what you are doing. Martin Bradstreet says, Celtics. They'll be revved up like they were Game 5 versus Raptors. I see Celtics going out to a big lead. Ben Sports 24/7 says, no, we think Celtics can win tonight because they were going at Heat the whole game and just lost in the fourth and still took it to OT. If Celtics come out like that, they should, and Kemba should step up in the win. Well, I am not going to – I think I've talked myself out of backing the Heat. but it'd be Heat or no play. That plus 120, there's value there. But I think this game slows down. I think it's adjustment to adjustment. We're seeing these spectacular coaches going up against each other. And this is the first game where we're going to see 48 hours of Spo and Stevens thinking, what can I do? What can I do? What can I do? And that could affect the rhythm. And we've already seen this pace at 89.66 possessions a game. I doubled up on the under. First half, full game. I got 106.5 first half. I got 209.5 full game. And one of the reasons why I said double up here was because these guys are so close. And I don't want to be right and have overtime cost me everything. So I'll double up. So at least if I'm completely right and it goes to overtime, I'll cash the first half. Oh, wow, it's going to be fun to watch. What a great night of sports. Oh, it's going to be extremely, extremely enjoyable. Heat Celtics on one TV. Browns Bengals on another TV. Islanders, I got to have one. Maybe I watch both games with the volume off and have the volume on. Islanders Lightning. Antoine Seymour says people really didn't realize how good the Heat are. You're right. Because we knew how good the Celtics were. But the Heat are deep, dangerous, can throw so many different looks at you. Very, very fun. All righty. That is our NBA breakdown. Dutch Boy Fresh saying it's a good matchup for Smart over 14 all day. I take that back. Let's go into our player props. Marcus Smart is so strong right now. He's just a bulldog. He's so tough. He's so mean. He's everything you want in a basketball player. 13.5 is his player prop. Wow. 13.5. Big Ragoo says, what's Braden's status for tonight? I don't think he plays. I don't think Braden Point plays. We're going to get an NHL next. But if I'm reading in between the lines, and I don't think he plays. But if you're going to bet the Lightning, bet Lightning expecting him not to be in the lineup. Because then if he's announced in the lineup, so bet the Lightning at this number, and if he's in the lineup, you're going to get a much better price. But I think he stays off. I don't think he's ready to go. Adonis Iverson saying Heat going up 2-0. Marcus Smart at 13.5 points. I don't know how you don't take that. I think Dutch Boy Fresh is absolutely right. We have a basketball player in the zone. Jason Tatum at 26.5. Let's see what Jason Tatum's points and rebounds. This guy's just a double-double machine. Tatum points and rebounds, 35.5. So they're saying 26.5 points, 9 boards, which is sharp. How do we not back Marcus Smart here? How do we not back Marcus Smart? I think that Nate Schellhammer going under 18.5 for Dragic. I guess Nate Schellhammer thinking that his knees are going to be barking. A red girl says Miami, baby, can't count us out. I think that this is a I think we roll with Dutch Boy Fresh and Marcus Smart here, and I'm going to. He's just playing so strong. Over 13.5 points for Marcus Smart. Thank you, Dutch Boy Fresh, for leading us there. All right. There we go. Double dipping on the under. Betting on a bulldog and Marcus Smart. God, he's a bad man. And I'm going to stay off. Dennis Garcia says recency bias, Jimmy. Yes. Recency bias. And vividness bias too. I vividly remember him throwing daggers at the Raptors. Oh, in games where I thought the Raptors were smooth sailing, 5 straight threes, Dennis. So yes, I have a vividness bias and a recency bias, and I expect those two biases in this situation to get me paid on Marcus Smart. But you're absolutely right. Dennis Garcia said he has so much responsibility defensively. Okay. Shaquille Bell with a very, very cool point here. League best plus minus plus 58 in the fourth quarter for the Heat. Outscoring teams by 24 points per 100 possessions. Jerry Beatty says, so nobody thinks he will make adjustments game two. Oh, come on. It's because we have maybe the two best coaches in the NBA. Dennis, and I love capping with you, Dennis, because you know, Gin Rummy, Dennis, we have so many guys that they keep you on your toes and they keep you honest, and you're right. I've got biases in play here. I want Marcus Smart to be my 2-on-2 teammate here at Parkdale Collegiate. Can finally walk on the court like a man.